Hosea, wake up. Wake up.
Welcome to Lost in Africa. In this episode,
we're going to travel to the north of Kenya to visit my favorite people, the Turkana. As usual, we're going to do some off-road driving. But this time, the off-road is going to be much more dangerous when we go sailing through the night due to a road washout. My car took a bit of a beating, but like these ladies and James Bond's martini, we were shaken, but not stirred. And we still managed to visit the Jade Sea, Lake Turkana, and we talked to some teachers, some boat builders, our translator, and we saw how traditional Turkana homes are built. So, grab a backpack, a bottle of water, a couple 2-tree sandwiches, and your walking shoes, and let's get lost in Africa. Ouch. Ouch. You're the best. So you said that you're a teacher?
Yeah.
What do you teach?
I teach nursery school.
You teach nursery school. Where?
Yeah, Tulomani.
How many students do you have?
I have 75.
75. Are some of these children your students?
Yeah.
Okay. And where did you learn to teach?
I have not gone to college.
You didn't go to teacher's training college?
Yeah.
Then how can you be a teacher if you didn't go to teacher's training college?
We have been taught by the officers short courses. We have been taught through short courses.
Oh, okay. All right.
We used to, the officers come to teach us 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks.
And what subjects do you teach?
We teach English, sciences, social and comprehensive.
How about math?
Mathematics.
Okay. So you teach
Israeli.
all those subjects?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you have 75 students.
I have 75 children.
And what are their ages? How old are they?
I have 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years.
So these boats coming in are filled with students from a girls' secondary school in Kakuma. They were just on a school trip. They're just coming back. So what school are you from?
St. Clair, Assisi.
Okay. And how many school trips do you do per year?
Once.
Just once. What did you do when you were over there?
We had a nice time, you know. We went, we did our cooking, we was swimming, fishing.
Fishing also?
Yeah.
Did you catch anything?
Yeah. We have a lot of fish.
How many fish did you catch?
About 26.
You caught 26 yourself?
26, yes.
You're a good fisherwoman.
We bought some fish even.
You bought fish?
Yes.
But why did you buy fish? She caught 26, isn't it? Not enough. Maybe I could ask a student what they learned over there?
Yeah, you can ask them.
One or two?
We learned a lot of things, and we also saw big fishes like us.
And you saw fish as big as you?
Yes, I saw fish, a big fish like me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you catch a big fish like you?
I just catch with my hands and then it runs away.
Okay. What did you learn on your school trip today?
I think we learn a lot of things, and we also learn how to cook, and we also learn how to
How to nini? Nini doesn't mean anything to me.
we also learn how to ride the boat.
How to row the boat.
Yes.
And you had a good time?
Yes.
Was it your best school trip ever?
Yes.
Beautiful. And what did you learn today?
Today, I learned how to move this boat.
Okay, how to row the boat.
Sorry?
How to row the boat.
Yeah.
And what did you do when you were over there?
We were swimming.
Swimming, yes.
Yes, and also we had some recreational like singing and dancing.
Wow. Do you think your teachers did a good job this year?
Yes, of course.
we found people, making boat, and then they do fish with it. these men are putting some piece of cloth between the woods to stop water going inside the boat. So after putting that that rope, that piece of material, they put on top of it. They take this material and put it.
That's tar.
Yeah, it's tar. They put it on top of it so that it stops water going inside.
Do they normally fish at day or night?
Day and night.
Day and night.
Yes.
And what's the main fish they catch here in Lake Turkana?
Nile tilapia.
And which one is more valuable, Nile perch or tilapia?
Tilapia.
This is the foundation.
This is the boat which
How they started.
they are starting to build it. So this is the beginning of building the boat. Wow.
So I can see stuff.
They make it flat first.
Flat first and
Yeah.
they will cut it. You see this line?
Yeah.
They will shape.
Or they will be shaping.
Yes.
Which material are they using?
I
to
see.
shape it?
Will shape it. There's
This
a
line.
axle.
The axle.
Axle, yeah.
Okay. Then after that is when they will be putting the frames.
The sideways one.
Okay. The sides one. Oh.
So
These-
also this one is 26 feet.
Yes, yes.
These are all the tools they use to make the boat.
Yeah, they used to make.
Oh, these are the tools. Wow.
The axle is there.
The axle is here. This one is
So they don't have power tools, huh? It's all by hand.
It's all by hand.
Is that what he's going to use to cut the boat? That saw?
we use the axle.
That saw
Yeah.
is going to cut the shape of the boat.
He cut it in webo. Okay. Okay. Or webo.
He's not cutting it straight, he's cutting it at an angle.
Angle. Okay. You cut it. Do you need someone to hold it for you, or you just cut it yourself?
Wait a minute, let me feel these muscles. Wait. Whoa, that guy is strong, man. If you could feel it, that's a muscle. Hey.
The man is very strong.
When is this boat going to be finished?
On Monday, the boat will be ready for use.
Today is Friday, and on Monday, that's only 3 days away.
Yes.
It'll be ready.
Yes.
Hey.
They're using 4 days to make
You
it.
hear that man is saying, from
And
this,
he's alone, eh?
that you're seeing this, he's saying that this is gonna, I want to stay here till Monday to see this, because I don't believe you. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay until Monday to see if it was true. Would you accept to marry a girl who's uneducated? A traditional girl?
I can. If time reaches, I can marry her.
Would you be willing to marry a girl from another tribe?
My first choice will be a Turkana and probably someone who's educated. But if things turns ups and down, I can marry another girl from another tribe.
I've noticed that in some families, you'll have some children that are wearing Western clothes and some that aren't. How do they decide who's going to be wearing Western clothes and who isn't?
Okay, in a family you can find in a family there are 8 children. So the first 2, if it becomes to be a male, the first 2 they will be the one to take care of the family, like taking care of the hut, taking the huts to graze. And if the third one is a girl, when she reaches maybe 9 years or 10 years to 11, then she can get married. But the fourth child, I think that's the one who will be taken to school to learn, so that she can help the younger ones, the 4th and the 5th and the 6th. But the 7th one should be left at home to take care of the mother.
Okay. And some of the children that do go to school, will they ever be traditional, or once they're in school they stay that way? Western.
Once they've gone to school, it becomes hard for them to be traditionalists because they've seen the Western culture. So it takes time, or maybe when someone visits a rural area, that's when she can dress traditionalist.
Okay. And the girls that go to school, do they go to school all the way through secondary school or only primary school?
Majority of them live at secondary school, because when they reach standard 8, standard 9, a parent can decide whether the children should continue with the classes or not. But if the parent decides she can leave out or drop out, then she gets married.
How old do children in Turkana, how old are they when they start going to school?
Okay, you can find somebody, it depends. A person can go to school when she is 9 years old, 15 years old. You can find a person is 21 years old, but she is in class 7 or class 5.
So there's no certain age that they start schooling.
There is no any age of a person to go.
And in these modern times, since you were young, are there more and more children going to school now?
There are more and more going to school. Even in the place we are, the teacher already said the turn up is high of the children. There's something to do with 70 or 60, and it's only standard 3.
So we're in Koroge, where my car broke down, and the mechanic just came, and we're seeing that they're making this hut. And you could see how they dig the ditch around here, and they stick these sticks in. And this must be the mother right there, and maybe the son. And then this woman up here, she's weaving the sticks together to make the hut, and then they're going to cover it in grass. There she is, but she's a little angry. I don't know why, because she was here working, and now she's saying, blah, blah, blah. And let me go outside, and you can see from outside. So there's the mom, and that's her daughter-in-law making the house. She looks beautiful, huh? Nearby I found another woman making a hut, and you could see here she's placing those sticks into the ground, that foundation if you want to call it, and arranging the sticks together. And then here she has the bark of a tree that she puts in water, and then she ties it around the sticks as I'm pointing to right here, and when that dries it tightens up and it keeps everything together nicely. And then here she's actually doing the tying, and it's interesting to watch her because she places the sticks in strategic positions to make everything stable. And she says it'll take 5 days to make the house. She says she's been working on it for 2 days now. And she's going to do it all by herself. No one's helping her. Now, since I showed you some houses being constructed, I thought I should show you a finished house. This woman straight in front of me is the owner of this house, and it's near Lake Turkana. It looks like the walls are made out of the fronds of a palm tree. And as you can see, it's pretty small. And we go, we look inside. And there's the beautiful Turkana house. We were coming down this road at night. Whew, the sun is bright. I was driving about 80 kilometers an hour, and then I noticed up there's some bushes on the road. I saw the bushes, and then somebody yelled. It might have been me screaming for my life, I don't know, because I realized that there was something wrong. I hit the brakes. You can see my tire tracks right here. I was trying to stop, but I was going too fast. Whoa, it was really windy that day. Anyway, I was just explaining how when I saw that the road was coming to an end, I hit the brakes and we were sliding, and I realized that we weren't going to make it. We were just going too fast. Luckily, I didn't turn the wheel to the right or the left to try and avoid it, because if I would have, when we went off that ledge, we probably would have rolled and everything would have been different. But anyway, we went off the pavement more or less straight and hit the ground, and within a few feet came to a stop. And of course we were all in shock. None of us were wearing seat belts, and I think part of the shock was that we were okay. And we got out of the car, and there were some Turkana men around that had been pushing their bikes back to their villages, and they were all chattering away in Turkana. I think they couldn't believe what they just saw. And eventually we got our senses after walking around the car several times and going, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I got back in the car, tried to start it, and it wouldn't start. But then eventually it did, and I was able to drive it out of the hole. We were tired and hungry and still, more or less in shock, and we just wanted to get back to town. So we drove, and the car was, we just couldn't believe it the whole way back, talking about it, and couldn't believe that we were okay. When we went to film what you're seeing now, that's when I realized that we broke the springs in the back of the car. And then later on the way back to Nairobi, the rear differential broke. And then even still further, when we were about 3 hours from Nairobi, the timing chain broke. But and then when we got to Nairobi and took it to the mechanic, there was a lot of other damage, but still drivable, and it's still functioning. And we're okay, which is the main thing, because it could have been totally different. Now, when you're in the air, when you're flying through the air at night, it's pretty scary because you don't know what's ahead. The car is in the air, and in my mind, I was just thinking, hey, I'm flying, and the other thing I was thinking was, hey, I'm dead. but we came through it okay. And I don't know the distance that we flew, but you could see in this video the crowd on the left, and then Hosea on the right. He's down in a hole there, and you could see that's where we came to a stop. And where he's standing stationary, that's where the tires hit. So that distance that we flew is maybe, I don't know, 15 feet and maybe a few feet down. The accident was kind of a blessing because it made me realize just how lucky I am, and also what's important in life. And I think a lot of us lose sight of those things, and that's sad. So it takes something like this to to sort of bring you back to reality. What were you thinking when we were in the air?
First of all, I thank God because it was a miracle. When I was in the air, I was thinking that I'm on the way going to heaven. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe that I can be alive today. Until next time, Kevin and I will be lost in Africa.